YouTube, what's up? I know who it is, man. Long trucking with Shy. You already know what time it is. I'm home, and I'm home for good, actually. Got fired from Martin Transport. Yup, got fucking fired. Alright, let's talk about it real quick. So, I got fired because of a drop trailer. Yup. A rookie move got me, yes, I know. But, it happened. Now, I was up in Kentucky. Had to pick up a load going to Pennsylvania. Alright, cool. I get there, I do the procedure. I'm thinking it was supposed to be a live load. Come to find out, it was a preload. They already preloaded. Boom, had to pick it up. All right, so go to the trailer, find it, hook up to it. At least I'm thinking I'm hooked up to it. Everything's in. It locked. I heard it lock. I got out, grabbed my flashlight. Sorry, y'all. Got underneath the trailer, hit the flashlight. I see the kingpin. It's locked. The pin it locked. The drawers was in. Cool. Do a tug test, everything. Move my tandems up. Cool. I go to move. I go to drive. I'm cool. I did a U-turn with the trailer because I had to U-turn wherever I was. I had to U-turn out. I had to hop on the scale before I leave and all that. Cool. I drive with it. I'm on the highway. Still good. I'm still good. Connected. I leave there good. Connected. Man, I was trying to let this pedestrian car get in in front of me. I stopped and all that. And he said, yo, keep going, fuck it. I can't he can't get in. Alright, cool. I went to go forward. I went to, I pressed drive and everything. I went to go forward. Tractor went this way. The trailer dropped on my stair tires. I was on the phone with my homie on the headset. He like, yo, Sha, what the hell was that? I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? My trailer just dropped. Like, this my face. What the fuck? Like, I'm more surprised than anything. Like, cause I'm like, how the fuck did the trailer drop? I'm like, this shit was connected. I was like, he was like, did you do everything you were supposed to do? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if this drone was going to drop, it was supposed to drop back at the shipper, not in the middle of the damn street. It dropped right on my it dropped right on my back tires. Couldn't move. It couldn't go forward or nothing. I go lower down the landing gear, and because before I noticed it was on my stair tires, I was going to unplug and move up and get back in it. Couldn't do it. It was sitting on the damn thing, and it needed to be lifted up. So I know what you're thinking, bro. Why you just didn't drop the airbags? I couldn't drop them on the Freightliner I had. It didn't have a button. The what's that? I had it at US Express. It's y'all know the button I'm talking about. It's a button you press and it drops your fifth wheel airbags. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that. So I called the cops. Cops came. Told them what happened. I asked could they redirect traffic. It was like we're gonna slow it down and move you over. It's still one lane free. You good? So cop being cool. This happened in Kentucky. I think I told y'all that. Anyway, the cops came out. I called breakdown, and I'm talking to a guy from Martin. He said something wasn't in all the way. Something wasn't in. Like, for it to drop, something just wasn't in all the way. And I was like, but how wasn't it in when I saw the damn kingpin lock? I said, sir, this was supposed to drop at the damn shipper if it wasn't connected. Something, I'm dumbfounded, because I'm really trying to figure out what the fuck wasn't in. I heard everything, I got out and saw that stuff was locked. So, me and him kind of going back and forth with it. And he was like, look, something just wasn't in. You did something wasn't in, and that's just what it is. Anyway, so they like, look, we're gonna call a tow truck out here for you, and we're gonna lift you up. And I told it, I was like, is this a loaded trailer? I'm like, yeah. Call your dispatcher, take pictures, and ask him what you want to do with this load. Ask him what he wants you to do with the load. Make sure there ain't nothing damaged or nothing in there. All right, cool. So I hang up with them. The cop comes. He walks back over to me and say, "Hey man, it's a busy intersection. How long you think it's gonna take for the tow truck to come from Martin?" I said, "They talking about an hour." He said, "Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do an hour, man. No. This is a very busy intersection right here. We can't do this. Like, cause where I'm at, there's like stores on one end. I broke my shit, fell down in front of a car dealership." So the cop like, "All right, cool." He said, "Look, fuck that hour. I know a tow truck company, a semi tow truck company that can come out here right now, and they about 15 minutes out." I said, "Officer, you do what you gotta do." I said, "I'll just call back my company and tell them to cancel." I mean, what? Shit, I don't do it. You the force. I don't, you the force, man. Do what you gotta do. He calls them. Man, they came out there in like 10 minutes. I said, "Damn, where the fuck was they at? Around the corner?" So they came out. No, I'm sorry. I called back Martin. I told him what happened. All right, cool. They was like, "All right, well, shit, this is what we gotta do." But the second time I called, he said, "Yo, make sure you get the receipt of the tow." All right, cool. So, cop come. I mean, no, the tow truck dude come. He looking around the trailer. He like, "Yo, drop your airbags. You cool? Like, yeah, I mean, you gonna be able to get up out of this?" I said, "Sir, I can't. I don't have a button." He was like, "What? It's in there. You probably just don't know what you're looking at." Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I didn't do this before. Like, I haven't done. Like, I haven't been high hooked before in a situation I need to press in to drop the airbags. Okay, whatever. He like, "Oh shit, yo, you was right. You don't got the button." I'm just sitting there like, "Yeah, man, I ain't got the button." I could have been smart in that situation. I just was like, this is a long day. I said, "Yo, this is already starting off as a long day." Nah, cool. So he like, "All right, fuck it. We gotta lift you up." He said, "It's a good thing you put the landing gear down. We gotta pick you up." He said, you're gonna have to forcibly get up in there." So he was inspecting the fifth wheel, and he was like, "Why is the damn thing so greasy? Like why is it so greasy underneath here?" He was like, "Maybe that's compensating why the button's not there, because it's so damn greasy." He was just like, he's like, "Damn, look at all this grease and shit." Like, he just really was inspecting on that grease. He was just like, "Yo, what I think happened was you might not have been in all the way, and maybe the grease kind of got into the locking pin and pushed it. So when you backed into it, it probably just pushed out, because it's so damn, grabbed his joint. Shit was so like greasy. He had it on his, well, he a mechanic. He had that shit on his hands. He like, look at this shit. This shit like butter. Like, damn. It's like oil and shit." I just was like, let's just see what this about to go into. So I just really wasn't even saying that. I just was like, "Yeah, man, that joint greasy. Like, dude, come on, man, let's do this." So it get me back together again, and that shit locked in all the way. I guess it did its thing. All right. I'm out the way. I asked a cop for a case number, something like that. I didn't get no ticket, nothing like that. Call my dispatcher. "Hey, they got me back together, or whatever it is. What you want me to do with the load?" He said, take it back to the shipper, have them inspect it, and you stay with it. Make sure everything cool. So I'm like, okay. And in the meantime, what you need to do is go to the shop in Indiana and let them inspect your fifth wheel and make sure you sorry, y'all, eating some ice cream. And what you need to do is go to Indiana and make sure that the fifth wheel ain't damaged her or nothing like that. All right, cool. So now that I'm back together again, me and the tow truck dude, we go to it was like a little truck stop down like 10 minutes down. We go there. He's looking for payment. I looked at the receipt. It's about $1,500. Yeah, good 1,500. He was trying to make it lower, but he couldn't. So yeah, about 1,500. I said, hey, you think I can get this like in a paper form? Mind, we doing all this on our cell phones, so he was like, I could just send it to your email. I said, that's perfect. Cool. So it's something I ain't tell y'all. When you go to Martin, they give you, they charge you for your hotel stay, and if you use transportation, even if you go down there yourself, they even charging that, like, which I thought was dumb as hell, because how do you charge me for me making my own way down there? How do you charge that? What the hell? So anything, I agreed to it. You couldn't get fired in 6 months, or you couldn't leave in 6 months. You had to end up paying whatever you had to pay back. What I had to pay back was about $208. Remember that as I come back to it. So he gives me the paper, about 1,500. All right, he called Martin. He found out who he was looking for. They give him the payment of 1,500. Cool. I send that receipt to payroll because I think payroll told me to send it to him. All right, cool. So he leaves. I returned it back to the shipper. Everything was cool with the little trailer. Was fine. There was no damage to it. Cool. Everything was cool with the load. Like, it was like, it didn't shift. It didn't. Nothing fell over. It was fine. What I was hauling was it's a Tyson. I was carrying frozen chicken tenders. So cool. Nothing was wrong with it. Gave up the paperwork. Got a new seal. All that. I dropped it back in the same spot. It was able to unhook and everything. And I just couldn't believe it, man. I was like, damn, how the fuck did this happen? I really just was like, damn, man, like, what the fuck? So that's just really what it was. All right, I had to go to Indiana. I'm in Kentucky, so I drove maybe like 300 miles and a half, maybe 4, all the way over to the Indiana shop with Martin. When I got there, it was probably like about 7, 8 o'clock at night. They no, I'm sorry. Hold up. Before I go into that, let me rewind back. Remember when I said you got to pay like 200? Well, whatever your fee is for the hotel and however they got you there, that's what you got to pay back. My fee was $208. I really only stayed in the hotel, and then they charged me for I was going like up and back. Like, they was charging me for like the little van that you get. It's like a little van that they got or something like that, and they was charging me for that. So it all equaled up to like $208. So yeah, it was the van service that you get to and from orientation. So I called payroll. Someone just told me to call them. I called payroll, and I asked them, did you guys get the receipt? They're like, yeah, we got the receipt. It's one more thing, like, you might have to pay back that $1,500. I said, what? I said, what? I said, fuck you mean I gotta pay back that $1,500? I was like, why'd y'all get a man their money if I had to pay it back? Like, I said, for all that, you might as well just say, yo, get a phone to the driver, he gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I really thought the lady was playing with me. I said, I said, yo, why the fuck do I gotta pay that back? Are you serious? Like, that's crazy as hell. I'm like, I gave y'all the receipt. I see if I didn't give y'all the receipt, then okay, all right, I understand. But yeah, they like, no, you might just have to pay it back. I said, that's fucking crazy. What do you mean I gotta pay it back? How? How do I pay it back? And like, oh, we just take a check. This all happened before payday. Like, I've been home for about going on 2 weeks now. So that trailer incident happened on the 5th. I got fired on the 6th. So on the 7th, they took that. Like, it was still surprising, but it was like, damn, you know what I mean? I ain't getting nothing. Think I had some money saved, but let's go back into the video. We gonna go back to that real quick, but let me go into the video a little bit more. I mean, the story a little bit more. So, all right, I get to the Indiana shops like about 8 o'clock. I see like 2 mechanics. One dude, he working on I think he was working on the Peterbilt or Kenworth, whatever he was working. He was doing that truck needed a lot of maintenance, and I ain't gonna lie, the dude was like 22, 23. He was doing his thing up in there. He was getting that truck back together. So it's another dude. Another dude. He like, I'm telling him what happened. Da 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 da. And I was like, yo, you a mechanic? Like, you look young as hell. How old are you? He's like, yo, I'm like 22. They hired me here right after high school. I thought that was dope. But anyway, I'm telling him what happened. He's like, all he did was grab a flashlight and clicked inside of the fifth wheel. All he did was look and he said, I don't see nothing wrong with the fifth wheel. But he said, look, I'm not the foreman. I'm not the specialized person on the fifth wheels. I don't deal with it. I really don't. He said, forever, I don't really know I don't really know what I'm looking at. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Like, to be honest with you. All right. But he said, look, he said, bring it in tomorrow and we're going to see what's popping with that. Cool. Mind you, this all happened. I'm sorry. This happened on the 5th. Okay, yeah. Roll over to the 6th. Thursday happened. I get a message saying, "Hey, go to the office and go talk to the people." Anyway, I go to the office. I talked to the HR lady. I was accompanied by the HR lady and I think he was the head. I think he was like the head recruiter. No, he's like the head dispatcher over there in Indiana. So I'm telling him the story, told everything that happened, and and we seen the video and all that, and yeah, they just was like, we gotta talk to safety, we gotta make a ruling if we're gonna terminate you or not, and we gotta see what the mechanic said. I said, the mechanic from what, last night? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all he did was stick a flashlight in the fifth wheel. He didn't really even know what he was doing. You gonna go off of his word? Okay. So right then and there, since they was going off his word, I already knew what time it was. Shit, like if we going off of his word, I didn't know you could just stick a flashlight in the fifth wheel and say, yeah, I don't see nothing. It's cool. Shit, dude didn't really even know what he was doing. Shit, he told me he didn't know what he was doing. So I said, all right, we're going off of his word. It is what it is. Sit down, little man. Sit down, I'm making a video. Yeah, it's right there. So, come on. I won't be in the video. So anyway, he like, so yeah, so long story short, they ended up firing me. Fuck it, they just fucking did it. So, they like, yeah, at the consideration, we just won't terminate you. Whatever, you're out of here. So, it was a thing about trying to go home. It was like, and he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna set up a little payment arrangement they was telling me how I was gonna get my check and all this other good stuff. Lies on lies. It was like, yeah, um, yeah. Basically, now it's just basically trying to figure out how to go home. The HR lady was like, yeah, you could we could put you on the Greyhound, but it might be a little extra costly on our part. I'm like, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, bitch, why the fuck would you offer it if you just was gonna say that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I was thinking. But while I was there for the month I was there, the checks I was getting were cool. I was putting money away for anything. Well, really, I was just saving up to get out of my situation. I was paying off stuff and I was saving. Thank God I was. Um, I was saving. I was saving. I was putting away. I was putting away. Putting away. And when I looked up, I had about maybe like 1,200, no, 1,300 in my pocket. Cool. Like I said, the HR lady from Martin was like, yeah, we gonna try to put you on the Greyhound, all this other all this goofy stuff. Like what? Come on, man. A Greyhound? Do you know what? That damn truck, it's not packed, but it's a lot of shit on that Greyhound. What? Like, no, I would have to throw away a lot of stuff. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I paid for a lot of that shit. I can't, what? I'm not throwing none of that shit away. Some of that shit been with me since Western Express. I'm not throwing away half of that. No, it's been very reliable. You know, I'm not getting rid of my little refrigerator, none of that shit. That's how I lost my job with US Express. Because I had to go get a little refrigerator, someone hit my truck. And it was a little bit up and down trying to get another truck through them. So, no. So she said, try to get a U-Haul. I didn't even think about U-Haul. I tried calling like different rental car companies. Nobody would let me come from Indiana back to Pennsylvania with the car. Everybody needed credit cards or just all this other stuff. I'm like my credit card back home, but still, it was just like I got a debit card and it's going to have cash on it, so just hold that. Like, I'm not going nowhere with it. I'm trying to go home. So, long story short, I got a U-Haul. That U-Haul took most of my money right there. Got them little small ones, little studio Jones. It came up to about like 900, like 50, $9.55, $54. Everything was included, all that. Only things I couldn't get was the tools because I didn't have enough money for it. Because, you know, I still got to put gas in that damn thing to get home. So I'm like, nah, that's okay. I think I didn't get the insurance. I couldn't get the tools. Because, like I said, I still had to put gas. That shit would have came up to like damn near $1,200. I was putting like $60 in that damn U-Haul alone for gas. Shit. And this is regular. This is regular gas. Ain't no damn diesel. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So it's just like, damn, man. And yeah, man, I made it home, but it took all my money. That U-Haul took all my money, but I made it home. That was just what it mattered. All my shit. I think I forgot like 2 things in that truck. Forgot my floss. And I think it was just that. I think I just forgot my floss. But yeah, I had to give everything back to them. They gave me like little air gauge and like some locks and like it's like a stick that it was like a little stick lock joint. Anyway, I gave all that shit back. I had to give up my ID. But yeah, man, they took all my bread, man. When it was payday, before the system kicked me out, I went in it to see what was I even going to get a check or what. They said I grossed about $1,400. My net was 0. They took all that, you know. And I did like maybe one load before that incident happened. So setting up for the 14th, they took that too. They took both of my last checks. Took all of it. So, mind you, I probably had the net at least, because my checks were like, they would vary. The highest check I made with Martin was about $1,400. On the low side, I probably made about $1,100, maybe $1,200 between the two. Shit, I think I took their life insurance policy. about $30. So my check probably was like, it might have been like 1,000, maybe 60, maybe $1,060, maybe. They took all of that, and then I remember them saying they was gonna send me something if anything was left over. I'm not paying that. That shit going right to collections. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. I feel like I probably didn't. It probably paid for itself. I don't know. I'll probably see something come in the mail. For I ain't got no job right now. So when I came back home, I had to hustle, man. Shit, everything was due. Car note, car insurance, just everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything was due. Had to hustle and get that money up. Paid the car note. Just got done paying my car note on Sunday. Thank God. Doing Lyft and Uber. Paid the car insurance. That was a bitch. And I paid my little odds and ends. I still got some more stuff I owe, but it's whatever. I got 2 interviews lined up today. I got one today. Dropping like little Amazon package joints. And the one tomorrow is a school bus, actually. Pay $25.50 weekly. Part time, not bad. I made a promise to my homies, like, yo, don't do nothing stupid, bro. Don't smoke, don't drink, nothing. Stay clean, man. Just stay clean. Somebody gonna rock with you again. Yeah, I caught everywhere, man. Told him the situation. Martin put that shit on my DAC report too, and they put unsatisfactory. So what that means is, stop, little dude. What that means is, nobody ain't rocking with me right now. Here's what it is. I was telling my homie, I said, man, I just faced facts. My career was cool. It could have been better. I probably should have did better decisions, but it could have been better. But I'm like, yo, I've been chasing his dreams since I was 26, man. I turn 30 next month. You know what I mean? And I've been kicking out more money than I've been making in this industry. But I still enjoy it. I still like it. Like, it's cool. Man, I swallowed my pride and everything. I called Western Express. They said no. I said, how the fuck do y'all say no? I couldn't believe that shit. I said, what? They said, man, we haven't been able to hire anybody who got a messed up record in like 6 months. I don't know if y'all remember, like weeks ago, they was in the news, Asian Ma, and they laid off about damn near 1,000 people. You know why? This was the recruiter telling me in Nashville. We're trying to change our image. Okay. Trying to change their image. Hey, more power to them. It is what it is. I did find some stuff on Facebook for owner operators. Like working for owner operators. So I'm gonna call a couple of them. We're gonna see what it is. But if not, man, it's my last video, man. It's my last video. I gotta move on with my life. And I spoke to one trucking company in Denver, Colorado. He broke it down to me. He was like, yo, what Martin did was crazy. What you did was worse too. But what they did was, when they put that on your DAC report, it could stay there forever. Really, but I really looked it up. It's about 7 years. I can't wait 7 years of my life. You know what I mean? Nah. I already did that with the crash. I did that. You know what I mean? I did that. We ain't doing that no more. No. At this point, man, I might as well just try to pay off on my debt, buy a truck, or finance a truck. But who the fuck gonna give me a truck with my minimum as truck experience? So I don't know. I found one company, man. It's very controversial. It makes Western Express seem like gods. That's Super Ego. And I looked and looked. I found one dude, probably one guy, who talking good about him. Everybody else, the mud is getting muddier. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I got fired. I had a good run. If like I'm gonna keep checking in on certain stuff as time goes on. If I gotta like restart all the way over, I'm restarting all the way over. I probably just ain't gonna make no videos on nothing. I'm gonna just shut up and just work, you know. Someone give me a shot, yo, I'm rocking with him. I'm rocking with him. Shit, I was trying to rock with Martin. I went to rock with Martin for like a year, maybe 2 years. Yeah, I was trying to really work. I was trying to originally. I was going to do 1 year and see how it was going to came out after shit was paid off. Yeah, they micromanage. It gets on your nerves, but shit, fuck it. Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches, and that's what I was learning to do. I was learning to roll with the punches with them until that shit happened, you know. But yeah, man, I made this video a little bit too long, but yeah, man, this is my last video. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be my last video. No more trucking with Shy, baby. Y'all be safe out there, man. Even if it look good, check, 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 check. Again, you don't want to be in my predicament. For real, you don't want to be in this predicament. If I could go back, I don't know what I would try to figure out, but it'd be better than what I am in. It'd be better than what I am in right now, man. And it's like, it's like 50-50. It's like 50% of me like, man, I'm ready to leave. And the other 50% like, man, something gotta be there. You know what I mean? Because there's people who got worse records than me and still driving these big 18 reelers. So, but that's it, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be safe out there, bitch. Pay attention, everything, man. Swing wide, man. It's a trailer back there. I just seen something in my city, man. Just seen a truck smack the shit out of somebody's car. He ain't swing wide enough, and guess what? He probably still got a job. He doing better than me right now. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I'm trucking with Shy is out, man. If I can't find none, this gonna be the last video. I appreciate everybody that rock with me since my Western Express days to now. It's all love. But this, I don't know. It's probably be the end. But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man. Peace.